Hello students, today we have start about our next lecture, that is study of propagation media under protected conditions. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about introduction of media, characteristics of good propagation media. Then there are two type of media, that is soil media and soilless media. In soilless media, we are learn about some important propagation media, that is coconut shells, perlite, coco peat and rock wool. Then first we are discuss about the meaning and definition of propagation media. Growing media is a material that is organic or inorganic, which is not only the base and support for the plant growth. Actually, any material we can use as a growing of plant is called as growing media. It may be in the form of organic or in the form of inorganic, which is not only the base and support for the plant, but also it provides nutrient and moisture for plant growth. That means growing media, it provide base and support for the plant, and also it provides nutrient and moisture for the plant growth. It's called as propagation media. Then we have discussed about characteristics of good propagation media. The propagation media should be sufficiently firm. Then next, the media should be constant volume. Those media we are use commercial cultivation, the volume of the media should be constant in the form of dry or in the form of wet. For example, in some media, it's change its volume in the form of wet and dry. But those media we are using growing of the plants or cultivation of the plants, the volume of the media should be constant. Then third, media should be highly decomposed. Next, media should have moisture retention capacity. That means moisture holding capacity. Then media should be sufficiently porous for better drainage capacity and for better aeration in the media. The used media should have maximum porosity. That means it should have sufficiently porous or friable. The media should be free from weed seeds, and also it is free from insect, pest and some pathogens. And it should have neutral pH level. That means the pH level should be in between 6.0 to 7.0, and it must be capable of being sterilized with steam without any deleterious effect. And those media we are using for commercial cultivation, it should have its low cost. These are the some good characteristics of propagation media. Then we have discussed about types of propagation media. The propagation media are divided into two types, that is soil media and soilless media. If we discuss as soil media, there are different types of soil media, that is red soil, lateritic soil, alluvial soils, or saline or alkaline soils. And if we discuss as soilless media, there are different type of soilless media. It is used for commercial cultivation. That is coco peat, coconut shells, perlite and rock wool. So we can discuss first soil media and some types of soil media. The first we have discussed about soil media. Soil is composed of material in solid, liquid and gaseous stage for satisfactory growth of the plant. Soil is composed of soil, liquid and gaseous stage. This material must be exist in a proper proportion, that is, solid portion of soil is composed of organic and inorganic forms, and later it derived from the parent rocks after decomposition due to chemical and physical process of weathering. Such inorganic components vary in size from gravel to minute colloidal particles of clay. That means soil composed of organic and inorganic components. The inorganic components are vary in size from gravel to minute colloidal particles of clay. We know there are different particle size of soil, that is rock, sand, gravel, silt, then clay. There are different size of soil particles. And inorganic component, these are the vary in size, that is gravel to minute colloidal particle of clay. The coarse size particles serve as supporting framework. These are the solid particles, coarse particles in the soils. It provides base and supporting framework of the plant. And clay particles serve as stored house of material which may be absorbed by the plants. Those particles are colloidal particles, for example, clay particles. It serves as storehouse of nutrient, and the plant it is absorbed by for its growth. These are the some composition of soil, and such soils generally it is used for good growth of the plants. There are different classification of soils. If we discuss as classification or type of soil, there are various type of soil, that is red soil, lateritic or laterite soils, then black soils, alluvial soils, and last one saline and alkaline type of soil. Then first we have discussed about red soil and its characteristics of red soil. The red soil is characterized by rusty red color. The first characters of red soil, it having rusty red color with presence of various oxides of iron. Red soils having presence of oxides of iron. Then red soil have light textures, porous, that means porosity, that means porous structures, and absence of lime. And these soil have low soluble salt and poor infertility. And red soil having neutral pH ranging from 7.0 to 7.5. We are seeing that generally under protected conditions, that means in polyhouse, red soil is commercially used for cultivation due to its presence of good characteristics, that is, it having oxides of iron, soil is light textures, porous, absence of lime, and such soils it having pH range 7.0 to 7.5. That means red soil having well drain capacity, it having porosity, neutral in pH, and absence of some harmful pathogens. So, for commercial cultivation under protected conditions, generally these soils are accepted worldwide under polyhouse cultivation. Then we have discussed about next type of soil, that is laterite and lateritic soil. The laterite and lateritic soils found mostly in the areas of heavy rainfall. The soils are light in textures, well-drained structures, and non-retentive of moistures. And soil is acidic in reaction with pH of 5.0 to 6.0. Then we have discussed about third type, that is black soil. The black soils are dark black and brown in colors due to the presence of titanium oxide and the clay organic matter complex. The black soils are dark black and brown in color. This color is due to presence of titanium oxide in the soil. That means titanium oxide is responsible for dark black and brown color of soil. The structures of soils varies from sandy loam to heavy clay type, that means heavy clay with properties of shrinking and swelling in presence of moistures. The properties of such type of soil is changed according to moistures contained into the soil, that is shrinking and swelling. That means if soil is having in the form of dry, it's having its properties of shrinking, or when we are apply the water or moisture into the soil, it will change its property in the form of swelling. That means shrinking and swelling in presence of moistures. These are the some characteristics of black soil. Then next we are discuss about alluvial soils. The alluvial soils are deep fertile type of the Indian soil. It shows deficiency of potash and it have low base exchange capacity and pH is 7.0 to 8.0. Then we will discuss about last type, saline and alkaline soil. The saline soil have pH higher than 7.0. Alkaline reaction of saline soil is due to presence of calcium and magnesium carbonates. The saline and alkaline soil have alkaline reactions due to presence of calcium and magnesium carbonates. And alkaline soils, there is excess of sodium salts. In alkaline soil, there is excess of sodium salts. These are the some characteristics of black soil, alluvial soils, red soils, or saline and alkaline soils. Then we have discussed about soilless media. Various type of soilless media, that is coconut shells, perlite, coco peat, vermiculite, peat, sand, wood ash, glass wool, and rock wool. Among these, some media it is used commercial scale under protected conditions according to the crops and growth of the crops. That is coconut shells, perlite, coco peat, vermiculite and rock wool. In these slides, we are showing some images, that is rock wool, glass wool, perlite, clay granules, vermiculite and coco peat. Then we have discussed about types of soilless media and their uses and examples of crops. The first type, that is rock wool. Rock wool is used for cut flowers like rose, gypsophila and asters. Generally, rock wool is commercially used for cultivation of some crops like rose, gypsophila and aster. Then we have discussed about glass wool. It is applied for transval rose, carnation, aster and rearing of chrysanthemum, that means propagation of chrysanthemum. These crops are good for its growth in glass wool. Then we have discussed about perlite. Good growth is possible for carnation and chrysanthemum. This media is commercially used for growing of carnation and chrysanthemum. Then we have discussed about vermiculite, used for lily and tulip, which supplies little stability to the plants. Then next grey, then next clay granules. It is used for growing of rose. Then next sand. It is an experiment in carnation, chrysanthemum, lily, which could be grow successfully on it. Then next peat moss, mostly used for the growth of potted plants, carnation, lily, transval and such flowers which are often grown in a peat belts, that means peat moss. And last one, coco peat. It is used in growth of potted plants. Generally, coco peats are used commercially. Those plants are suitable to grow in a potted conditions. For example, orchids and painter's palette. That means orchid. Example, orchid is there, gerbera is there. These are the some good examples of the crop suitable to commercial cultivation in a potted plants in a coco pit. Then we have discussed about the first soilless media, that is coconut shells. The coconut shell is a byproduct of coconut industry, or it is a byproduct of coconut plant. The coconut coir is produced from, already you know coconut coir, and this coir is produced from the brown husk, and this brown husk that surrounds the coconut shell. It is called as coconut shell. And these coconut shells are widely used as growing media in those flower, the crops which has aerial root system. Those crop it has its aerial root system. For example, it is commercially used for cultivation in some flower crop like anthurium and orchid, because in anthurium and orchid it's having its aerial root system. And for commercial cultivation of this crop, coconut shell it is used as a growing media. Then we have discussed about characteristics of coconut shells. The water holding capacity of coconut shells is 2 to 3 times of its body weight. The media having the pH range between 6 to 6.8 and it have relatively sterile. The media is light in weight and having very slowly decomposing rate. That means it decomposes very slowly. And coconut shells, it having the size of 16 to 18 centimeter. These are some characteristics of coconut shells. Then we will discuss about uses of coconut shells. The coconut shells used as growing media for growing of anthurium and orchid. This media is commercially used for cultivation in the some flower crop like anthurium and orchid because such crop having its aerial root system. The green nuts are chopped in pieces and used after drying. Generally, green nut of the coconut is chopped in pieces and used after drying. And it is used as a media in protected cultivation. This media is suitable to use commercially under protected cultivation, that means commercial cultivation, that means under the poly house. Then next we will discuss about cocoa peat. It is a byproduct of coconut fiber industry which is rich in potassium and boron. Cocoa peat is also a byproduct of coconut industry and cocoa peat is rich in potassium and boron. It can be incorporated in different ratio with soil or other soilless media. These cocoa peats are used as a different ratios for preparation of potting mixtures or preparation of good media with soil or any other soilless media. Then we will discuss about characteristics of cocoa peat. The water holding capacity of cocoa peat is 10 to 12 times of its body weight. It have pH between 6.0 to 6.5 and it is free from soil-borne disease. And bulk density, it having 250 kg per meter cube. And CN ratio of cocoa peat have 110:1 and it having porosity more than 95%. Due to its characteristics, generally it is commercially used to growing in potted plants and also it is used in a commercially for growing of nursery. Then we have discussed about uses of cocoa peat. It is used in gardening and landscaping. It is used as standard potting soil mixtures. Cocoa peat is used as a standard potting soil mixtures by various proportion. It is used as propagation of seedlings and cuttings. And also it is used growing of mushrooms. It is used in trays for germination system in the nursery. Example, in the nursery of vegetable or also in floriculture sector. It is used by incorporation with other growth media for good result. To improve the porosity, to improve the well drain capacity, to improve the better aeration, cocoa peat is used as various proportion with other growth media for its good results. It is also used for controlling pH of saline soil. And cocoa have alternate option for peat moss. It have alternate option for peat moss. These are the some uses of cocoa peat. Then we have discussed about next media, that is perlite. Perlite is a grey white granule material, and generally it is produced from lava flow, and it is prepared by the heating of glassy lava in furnace at the temperature of 760 degree Celsius, and this form product is called as perlite. It is a grey white granule material. It is produced from lava flow, and generally it is produced from at the temperature of 760 degree Celsius. And this produced perlite, it is used as a good propagation media. Then we have discussed about characteristics of perlite. The water holding capacity of perlite is 3 to 4 times of its body weight. It have pH 6 to 7.5. The particle size of perlite have 1.6 to 3 mm. The bulk density is 32 to 400 kg per meter cube. It is free from soil-borne diseases. The particles are extremely light weighted, and it provides excellent aeration and drainage for root system. Actually, if you think about its characteristics and uses, same like as cocoa peat, the perlites are used in various proportion for preparation of good potting mixtures in other media. Then uses of perlite. It is used for propagation of plants and cutting of plants. Also, it is used for growing of bulbs or multiplication of bulbs. It is used as growing medium on a roof deck gardens. That means terrace gardens. And healthy roots and plant growth. It is also used in combinations with cocoa peat. Generally, it is used in the combinations of cocoa peat while regeneration or while preparation of seedlings in the nursery. These are the some uses of perlite. The main use of perlite, it is used as a media with various proportion for the preparation of good potting mixtures. Then we have discussed about last propagation media, that is rock wool. Rock wool is biologically non-degradable. It takes the water easily, and approximately it having 96% porosity and easy to bottom heat during winter. The main characteristics of rock wool is it having capacity bottom heating during winter. Due to its characteristics, such media commercially used in European countries under protected conditions. According to the environmental conditions, such type of media is suitable in European countries. These are the some types of media, characteristics of media, and uses of media generally used commercially under the polyhouse, that is soil and soilless. So today we have stopped here. Thank you for your attention.